Welcome to This Podcast Ends When. I'm one of the co-hosts, Trenton, otherwise known as TQR Online. And today I'm here to just talk about what this podcast is about. So first, let's get to the main gimmick of this podcast, shall we? We have an hour to record an episode, and we each have a word we think the other person's gonna say. So let's say, for example, my good old friend Jackson, who I'm doing the podcast with, thinks I'm going to say Pepsi. If I say Pepsi, he gets a point and then the episode ends. And the points carry on throughout the series. And whoever has the most points at the end of the series, whenever we decide that, wins. That is the main gimmick. Now, what can you expect from this podcast? What could we possibly talk about? And to be honest, the topics vary from episode to episode. One episode, we are literally talking about Xbox to microwaving hamsters. And then the other episode, we were talking about American foods for like 40 fucking minutes, which is insanity. And it was interesting to hear an Australian's point of view on what is considered American cuisine, which is what we just stole from the closest country. But yeah, so the podcast change, so like the topics change, and it's so varied from each episode to the point where you truly don't know where the episode's gonna go from start to finish. And also, you're playing along with us. You don't know what the word is either until one of us says it. So you could try and guess, but I don't know how well it's gonna work. But yeah, our first episode is literally launching May 13th at 4 p.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. And that time right there is when you can expect every single episode to drop. All episodes will drop. There's 2 episodes per week, and those episodes will drop on a Wednesday and on Saturday. So there's a weekday episode for you going to work, and there's a nice little weekend episode for you to chillax and not think about the crushing realities that life has for a minute. I hope you continue to watch and enjoy and listen to this podcast. We love to always hear your thoughts. So if you have anything you think that you can bring to the podcast that would make it so it'd be better for everyone involved, the listeners, the watchers, please don't forget to leave a comment on Spotify or YouTube because we will look through those. Again, thank you guys so much for giving us a chance, and I hope to not disappoint you guys with our first episode.